Hello YouTube, Tim here. We've got the templates, and I just started to cut before I realized, well, I should probably show you what I'm doing. Why not? So, again, these paper templates have been glued down, and I'm using a coping saw, which should allow me to turn with a very tight radius. I'm going to take out a triangle here so I can effectively control the angle that I start the cut at when I reach the corner here, the shoulder, the finger thing, whatever, the flap. So now I should be able to get right in there and get started. Something you could do if you wanted to would be to drill the holes prior to pulling this out. That might be a good idea. I don't know. I don't see a need. I can just clamp this down later and drill the holes after I cut this out, so I'm not really anxious one way or another. Now, the advantage of the coping saw, it's very easy to maneuver. Disadvantage, this big flap here, the big armature in the back, that gets in the way. So, we can still take care of the problem. I could either cut this whole thing off or just approach it from another angle, and that'll allow you to continue. So let's try that now. Let's try coming at it from the top side. By the way, I'd like to note it's been many months since I've cut myself. I've been very careful, and I think the last year of productivity and experience with tools has been very helpful. This is so much easier having a guide printed right on the material. That's fantastic. I mean, half the work's already done then. See, I like using the edge of the coping saw just to clean it up a little bit. Now we can continue right there and go the other way. Ultimately, when I'm done, I'm going to take the successful forms and I'm going to make little silicone molds of them so I can simply turn these out in whatever quantity I need. So that way in the future, if anybody wants them, I'll be listing them on my Etsy page for anybody who either lacks the time, interest in making them themselves. There we go. Almost done. We're in the home stretch. I'm not going to show cutting out all of them, obviously. This is one of the more complicated ones. These two, the top and the bottom ones, both have flaps on both sides. The center one, that's a lot easier to cut out. These tight radius turns are a little bit challenging, which is why I'm going to go back, and like I did with the first cut, I'm going to cut out a triangle. There we go. Allow me to approach that angle from however I like. Fantastic. You guys can see everything just fine, right? Yep. Excellent. What I do is I brace the blade for the first stroke or so against my nail, and I'm very, very gently just working up and down so the blade can bite the plastic. Then I remove my thumb before I start to apply force because I don't want to cut myself. That really sucks. I've had nasty coping saw cuts. Superficial, but nasty. Okay, same thing here. It's having trouble getting around that sharp turn, so So we're just going to go ahead and make a complimentary cut. There we go. Again, I braced against the nail because a bandsaw would probably be quicker, but I don't know I'd be able to make these tight turns as well. Certainly with certain bandsaw blades you could. Now be very careful, you're getting near the end. The blade's going to want to go forward if you're not careful, and you're going to bite yourself. Been there, done that. But the least I can do for my brethren is let them learn from my mistakes so you don't have to. Now there you are. Ready for final finishing. Drill a hole, sand, sand, sand. Done. It's as easy as that. Thanks for watching, YouTube. And thank you, Nick.